Social interaction is a very important part of your trip. If you want to travel outside the world, it is very important that you can talk, that you can connect, and you can have the time to speak with the local people. Today, this is what we're going to talk about. Hello, hello, everybody. How are you doing this evening? Today, we're having a very good, interesting evening. So many things have been happening this week, and today we're going to talk about social interaction. And this is about you talking to people. If what you should do when you go outside your country, how do you connect with the locals, and what can you do to be able to understand what they do, and how why they behave the way they behave. Just to give you a small example, sometimes you go to a country, and just to give you a small example, I was living in a very cold country in the past. I was living in Andorra, and then I traveled all the way down to Southeast Asia, and I ate a box of a chocolate bar. After I ate that chocolate bar, I have spots all over my mouth. So what did I learn from this is that you need to think about what the locals eat in order for you to decide what to eat, because they know more than you. You might have your own customs in your country, and that's okay. But when you travel outside your country, it is always good to look for what the locals do, so you can learn from them and you can do the same. Before we start, we're gonna talk to our friends. Today we have once again our two friends from Costa Rica, Benigno and Marlene. Benigno, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Hey
You
there,
heard?
buddy. How are you?
Okay, fine, fine.
Did you have
Yes,
a Did you have a good week?
yes, excellent.
Tell me about your week. Tell me what happened. What did you do?
I every day I walking near my home. I mm, go to the downtown. I go into the capital city and buy many any things.
Uh huh.
I go all the capital city.
Uh huh.
It's very tired, but it's very nice.
How long do you walk? Or how many kilometers can you walk in one day?
Oh, I don't know. I about 10 kilometers. Many places visit. I looking for the connectors and
Wow.
yes, no, in any places I have.
Wow. 10 kilometers is a very long distance. I'm so
Yes.
impressed. And I think that's really good for you, because walking and running are very good exercises. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, teacher.
Hey, Marlene, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher, I am
Hey
here.
there. How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you. And you?
Excellent, excellent. I'm very good myself. Tell me
Good.
about you. Tell me something interesting you have done either today or this week.
Okay. I always go to work, but I only work half time. I
Uh
enjoy
huh.
my work, but when I home, I enjoy more. Yes, it's because I have
Um,
free times to care my plants or do things or go to pool or I am walk every day 4 kilometers. Yes, I think it's nice. Yes,
that's a
and good for
long,
me.
that's a very long trip. I gotta tell you, I live 3 kilometers away from the train station, and I
Mm.
usually take the train every day, but I don't walk every day. Sometimes I take a cab, sometimes I drive my car, sometimes I ride my bicycle. So I have to, keep on changing, because if I had to walk 3 kilometers every day, I will be very tired at the end of the day. So I never walk that long like you do, but I'm so glad that you do, because I know walking and running and any exercise we do on a regular basis is really good.
Yes, yes. My grandfather told me if you walk every day, you always walk. If you stop, you don't walk more. Yes, I think this is good advice. You
It's a
need to
very good.
move. Yeah.
Yes, you have to move your body. Yeah, you have to do a physical exercise. I 100% with you. And our friend Benigno connection has gone. I don't know why. So it's just the two of us for now. I hope he can come back. I can also see Alina Graciana online, but I'm unable to give her the okay. So Alina, if you're there and you can hear me, I suggest you to sign off and come back on, because right now I cannot give you the okay to join our talk today. So yeah, that's my advice for you. Same for you, Benigno. You seem to be gone off and on. So if you are back and I have the chance to bring you back in, I'll be happy to do it. Now, Marlene, today we're gonna talk about social interaction, and this it's very important for some people. It's very difficult because, of course, who wants to talk to a stranger? This is a very challenging thing for anybody. Have you ever had the chance to talk to a stranger?
Yes, yes, I have many experience, but I think no importa what is your color or your nationality,
Uh-huh.
everybody the same. If you are kind, the people you meet, kind people, nice people, respectful people, very nice. They help me with English, and very nice. We enjoy to share.
Exactly.
And yes, in Germany, one family said, "Oh, you talk in Spanish. I need to talk." I said, "I come on," and we talk. Nice, nice, beautiful.
You know, one time I have the opportunity to go to Germany on a business trip with some of my colleagues from Chile, and we were out in the street and we didn't know where to go. So I asked the local for directions, and people were very friendly to talk to us. And they say, "Oh, Ken, I'm really surprised people are so friendly with us, because we had the idea that people in Germany are not friendly." So what happened is that we built in our head stereotypes about people. People in this country are not friendly. People in that country are racist. People in that country is this and that. But this is just our belief, because reality is that people are people, and when you are out there, you can meet all type of people. Because just because someone is not friendly with you, it doesn't mean the entire country is not friendly with you. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they are not in position to talk. Maybe they are in a hurry. We never know. There are so many different scenarios in life where people just don't want to talk, but that doesn't make them unfriendly. Even me, sometimes I consider myself a friendly, talkative person, but sometimes I'm running so fast, either to work or to school or to wherever, and I just don't take the time to speak with people, you know? Alina, I see you back there, but I can't give you the okay to join the class. I don't know why. If you manage to get through, I will let you right in. Okay, now we're going to our presentation, and I have to say, this was a terrible week for me. I had so many things to do, so I put no pictures in my talk. So we're only gonna see writings, yeah. But based on those writing, it is still good to work. Of course, it's better with the pictures because the picture help us to understand the idea better, yeah. But here with the writing, it's good enough. Social interactions are a crucial aspect of travel, contributing to a rich, a meaningful experience. Here are tips to navigate social interactions effectively in a foreign language country. Number one, learn basic social phrases. So you have to familiarize yourself with basic social phrases in the local language, such as greetings, thank you, and polite expressions. These show respect and make interaction smoother. So what this means is that sometimes um, some countries have different way to express their politeness. If you go outside your country, for example, when you go to England, sometimes people say sorry too much, or people say excuse me too much. But in the other hand, if you don't say those things, people will think you're rude. For example, in Spanish culture, we just say, I used to work in a hotel before, and every time in England, when people come to me and say, can I have the key? Most French people, Spanish people, and Italian people. What happened was, because they weren't speaking English very well, for them, it was enough effort to say, can I have the key? Can I have the key? But in English, this is not 100% polite. People always expect us to say, can I have the key, please? May I have the keys, please? So if you don't give that please, you start looking rude. For that, my advice to you is that if you're going to a foreign country, you should be able to understand this little thing, so you will sound polite and you might get a better response from whoever is you're talking to, you know? Second, be open minded and flexible. Embrace cultural differences with an open mind. Be flexible and adaptable to local customs, etiquette, and social norms. So, about this, I can say that we have our structures in our countries. We are built one way, and this is what we learn. To give you another example, when I was in Indonesia one time, I went to a family and somebody offered me, would you like some food? At that time, I was not hungry, so I just say, no, thank you. Later, they said to me, when I first met you, you sounded like a very nice person, but then you rejected my food. So I thought there is something not good with you. So I started thinking about this and I started wondering and I started asking local people who could speak proper English. And they told me, in this country, if you reject people's food, it's like the same as if you're telling them that you don't like them or you dislike them, you know? So in my case, I wasn't trying to be unpolite. I just didn't want to take the food because I was not hungry. And after that, I learned a lesson. So whenever somebody offered me food or a drink, even if I'm not hungry, I always accept it and I just eat a little bit or I just drink a little bit. And that they say, oh yes, Ken is a polite man. It's a funny thing, but I think it's important for you to know and to learn. So my advice to you is that if you ever go to a new country, learn about the cultural difference between your country and the country you're going to. Marlene, have you had
Yes, teacher.
have you
Uh-huh.
had any situation where cultural difference between Costa Rican country and the country
Yes,
that you have gone?
yes, I had.
Please tell
Yes,
us.
when I went to Egypt, I go to a Muslim temple, and they say, "Okay, you need to wear this." I say, "Okay." You need to choose off. Okay, I do all what they say to me because it's respect for what they believe. I I want to know. I want to look inside the temple what it's like. It's nice, beautiful.
Okay, just to help you, just to rectify what we said, they ask you to take your shoes off, right?
Yes, is it
Can you
correct?
can you say that again?
Yes, they told me I need to take off my shoes.
Take
Yes.
off my shoes. Very
Yeah.
good. They asked me or they told me to take off my shoes. Yes,
Uh-huh.
that's correct.
Ah,
So
okay.
yeah, what happened is that for them, the temples are uh,
Muslim.
holy, are
Yes.
holy. So they respect, and yes, it is very important to take off your shoes. So if you don't take your shoes, you will look unpolite. You will look like probably not a good person. So you have done a great thing following the cultural tradition, and you get the chance to enjoy the temple, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Move on to the next. Ah, yeah, here, see? Observe and imitate. Observe how locals behave in social situations and imitate their gestures, greetings, and body language. This can help you in and blend in and be more accepted. So, yeah, you see, sometimes people have the tendency to smile in foreign countries, and maybe in your country you don't. Well, if somebody smiles at you, you might think, oh, this guy is so strange. Why is he smiling at me? But it's not like that. They just want to be nice to you, or they just want to be polite to you. So if somebody smiles, you can always smile back. It doesn't mean any commitment. It doesn't give them the right to ask anything from you. It's just a smile. Another thing, for example, when you are in England, people don't look at your face. They don't look at each other's face. They don't look at each other's eyes. It's not a polite thing to do. But sometimes, if by mistake somebody look at your eyes, what they do, they smile at you. They do a little gesture to say, you know what, like a nice. It's a nice gesture to answer to this idea of them crossing each other's eyes. But that doesn't mean they know you or they want something with you. It's just a simple gesture. So if somebody smile at you, my advice is just smile back, because it means no harms, it means no commitment, it means nothing at all. Now if somebody comes to you and they want to talk to you, then you need to think about what are they talking to you and what they want. Continue. Oof, Benigno, I can see you there. But again, let me see. Oh, there you are. Hey, Benigno, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh,
I,
welcome back.
okay, I stay here because the screen say I have the back listener.
Right,
I don't
backstage.
know.
Excellent. Glad you're back. And I can see that online is also Alina. Alina, are you there?
Yes, I had problem with the microphone. Now I'm
Hey,
here.
oh, I'm glad to have
Good
you
night,
here.
everybody.
Okay,
Good
so
night, everybody.
Good night.
okay, when we okay, so just to give a little when you say when you greet somebody in the evening, you don't say goodbye, because good night, because good night is when you leave. When you
You
enter
leave.
the
Okay.
place, you say good evening.
Good evening. Thank you.
Good evening,
Thank you.
Alina. How are you tonight?
Yeah, very well. Thank you. Thank you for to have the invitation to join you.
Amazing. So nice to have you. Can you tell us where you are?
I'm from Argentina.
Argentina. Wow, beautiful country. And what city are you in?
I am in Córdoba, in the center of Argentina.
In the heart of the country. Yeah. Well, so nice to have you back tonight. And
Thank you.
yes, tonight we're talking about social interaction. Yeah. How do you interact with other people? So every now and then, I'm gonna be asking questions about what we're talking about. Let's
Yes.
continue.
Okay.
Ask questions. You see here? Ask questions. Show genuine interest in others by asking questions about their culture, traditions, and daily life. This fosters positive interactions and helps you learn more about the local community. So asking questions is such a simple thing to do, but some people might feel very grateful if you want to know about the culture. If you go into a country and if you don't ask any questions about what they do, why they do this, why don't they do that, they will think that you don't care. And by that, they might feel, I don't know, either I'm happy or offended. So if you get the chance to interact with local people, ask them, hey, why do you, for example, um, countries like I have a question for Marlene. Marlene, why in Costa Rica
Uh-huh.
do you say pura vida?
Pura vida, yes. You are feeling well.
So it means I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good.
Yes, yes. And many people in the other countries, when I have been there, said "Pura vida, Costa Rica." I say yes, yes,
So that is the way for Costa Rican to show that they are
yes,
in a great state. They're having a great
yes,
time.
yes. Many people know.
This is popular.
I know it's very
Very,
popular,
very
but
popular. Yeah.
I know it's very popular, but I didn't know the story behind it. I didn't know the background of it. So basically, pura vida means that you're in a great state, you're in a great mood, and you're happy.
Yes, yes. But the ticos is what call us.
Uh-huh.
In many situations we use this pura vida. Okay, pura vida is the life, pura vida is the home, pura vida is work.
I understand. I understand. Um, Benigno,
Yes.
do you have another cultural thing about your country that you want to share with us?
Uh, Many years ago, I went to Miami. I
Mhm.
stay
Look,
in the
you want to practice
train
English in the real class? Latin American class.
in the ticket machine. I don't
Come on.
anything, nothing. I don't nothing.
Uh-huh.
The man,
Come on, stop.
old man, told
Listen,
me, I have problem. Yes, yes, sir.
you need to practice. We all need to practice.
I'm going to take a shower. Nothing.
But you need to hear it. This is the free class.
Okay. I don't
Okay.
understand nothing. He help me and finish that. I buy that ticket. He told me, and you Costa Rica pura vida. Yes, sir. I am Costa Rica pura vida. It's a good experience in the other country.
So basically, when people see you, they automatically knew that if you are from Costa Rica, pura vida is something that you say, basically. Yeah?
Yes, in my case I use pura vida. Anything for say gracias or thank you, pura vida.
Right,
Uh,
right, right, right.
Hi, pura vida.
Oh, it's great. It's
This,
great.
yes.
Okay. Alina, are you there?
I'm here.
I just mute your conversation because during Benino talk, I can hear some talk behind you. But now I'm glad that you have
Oh,
you back.
sorry,
It's okay. It's
sorry,
okay.
sorry. I didn't
Happen.
realize.
It happened.
I was
That
asking my
happens.
son to join us.
That's great. That's great. If he can join us, we're happy to talk to him as well. Tell me, Alina, something, a cultural, very cultural thing in your country that maybe don't happen in other countries.
Okay. Once I went to Venezuela,
Uh-huh.
and the way they took a phrase, it was absolutely different to the way we use it here in Argentina.
Uh-huh.
For example, we were sleeping in a room sharing with other people,
Uh-huh.
and I tried to say what bad smell there were in the place,
Mm-hmm.
and I use a phrase that is common here in Argentina, but
Uh-huh.
in there it's very very bad. For example, the
Oh.
phrase means that you have, I don't know how you say this part of the body, axilla, smell
Armpit.
of axilla. Okay,
Armpit.
what? What?
This part
What
is
is the
called.
name of the part?
Okay, so this is arm, and this is the pit. So we call him armpit.
Bit. Okay,
No, P I
and
T T, like Brad Pitt. Armpit.
armpit. Ah, okay,
That's
armpit.
it.
Yes, armpit, armpit. And in there, it means the genitals of the women. And yes, yes, and everybody look at me, and well, it was very funny. It was a very funny moment, and I learned that the same words can mean absolutely different in another place.
Right. Yes. Yes. I agree. It's yeah. These things happens too. Yeah. Sometimes we have
Yes,
different words. One word can mean something absolutely different in another country that people speak the same language, right?
yes, and the second one it was also in Venezuela.
Uh huh.
That here in Argentina we have sweets made from milk, dulce
Uh
de
huh.
leche. Yes,
Yes. Yes.
and in there they call them arequipe, sweet of arequipe.
Okay.
And I asked somebody if that was a pancake sweet. Uh, it is with dulce de leche. I asked her, and she
Mhm.
said, "No, no, no, it's with arequipe." And it was the same. Okay,
Ah, okay.
the the pancake did have a dulce de leche, sweet of milk, milk sweet.
Okay.
But she said arequipe. And when I bought it and I was eating it, I said, "Oh, it's the same," and I realized,
Okay. 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 That's a funny one. Yeah. Yeah. It's really good.
yeah,
Okay. Continue with the slide. Um, participates in local activities. Yeah. Join local activities or events to engage with the community. This can be anything from festivals and market to cultural performances or community gathering. So basically says that if you if you are outside your country and there is some activity going on, the suggestion is to join, because if you do, you're gonna get sympathy from the locals, but you will also see a different side of the country. Because what usually happens is that sometimes when we go outside the country, we just want to do what other tourists do. You go to Paris, you see the Eiffel Tower, you see the Arc of Triumph, and then you go home, or you go to the next country or the next city. But maybe if you're going to be for a week or for say 3 days in Paris, you can always have a look at the local activities, and you might end up visiting some places where no tourists ever go, and it could be far much more interest than what tourists usually do. For that, it's always good to research about the local activities. The next question for you will be, I'm going to answer the first question and then you will answer it um, based on your own country. When is the best time to visit your country? In Chile, for example, when people ask me, I always suggest them to go in September. Why? Because it's between the winter and the summer, so it's not too hot and it's not too cold. And between the 16, 17, 18, we have our national day. So you're going to have traditional food, traditional games, and so many activities to do all over the country. Now, going back to Marlene. Marlene, when is the best time to visit your country according to you, and why?
Okay, I think you can visit my country anytime, but when the people like beach, Uh,
Thank
January until March is very very nice, and we have many months with rains. But I love rains too. If people like mountain, is they enjoy. Oh, it's beautiful. It's playful. I like that.
That sounds great. That sounds great.
Yeah.
What about you, Benino? We know you're from the same country, but is there any other time of the year you will suggest us to visit your country and why? Benino, you there?
Yes, teacher. Yes, sorry.
Okay.
You
So,
listen? Okay. I like to visit Limón, the Manzanillo. There is in September on October is the traditional carnival. Is a day is in the typical foods, rice and beans, platinta, pati, any produce very delicious. Is
ah, that's
is
great.
is the song is the people black the most. Is people black is the tradition is nice.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Alina, what about you? According to you, when is the best time to visit either Argentina or Cordoba? And tell us why.
Okay, I will talk about Cordoba because
Okay.
Argentina is a very big country,
I
and
agree.
you can you can visit it in the four seasons. Depends on the place you go. For
Mm-hmm.
example, you don't want to go in winter to the south, for example, but you do want to go on winter to the north because it will be not so hot.
Okay.
It won't be so warm. In here in Cordoba, in summer it's very beautiful because you have the lakes, the rivers. Everybody's joining to. Everybody's uh, are having a great time
Mm-hmm.
in the festivals in free time. Okay, and we summer sports also.
Oh, okay.
Um, yes, yeah, Cordoba is a very beautiful province
Mm-hmm.
that the people of the city of Cordoba went goes to the hills in Cordoba in
Uh-huh.
the same province. We have the capital, and the people of the capital go to the hills. I live in the hills,
Okay.
and uh, like I said, it's beautiful. Everywhere is very green, and people enjoy free time.
That's so nice. Now, can you tell us in Cordoba, Argentina, or Argentina in general, from when do you have summertime? When does it start and when does it end?
Okay, and it's like the four seasons are very clear. I mean, in 22 of December, December 22, the summer
Mhm.
begins. It ends uh, a couple days from now, the 21 March 21, and the autumn goes to June 22,
Okay.
and from June 22 goes to the springs in September 21. Are very clear the difference between the four stations in here. The changes between one season and the other.
Okay. Just to rectify, we don't say
Okay.
21 or 22, but we say
Yes.
21st or 22nd.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, okay, just to be clear, Alina, when
Yes.
is your birthday?
My birthday. My birthday is in 15 no, of July.
When?
15th. No, July
15th.
15th. Yes,
Don't
July
forget
15th.
15th th. Very good, very good.
Yes.
Um Marlene, she's gone. Marlene, I was just gonna talk to her. Benigno, when is your birthday?
July 15th.
May 14
14th.
is my
Very good.
birthday.
Very good. Just to, in my case, I am in July 22nd. It's not 22 because when we talk about dates, we use first, second, and third. So I was born in July 22nd. Okay.
Okay.
Continue with the presentation, which is not really a presentation, isn't it? Okay. Mm, share your culture. Share your culture. So important. Share aspect of your own culture, traditions, and experiences. This can be a mutual exchange that foster a deeper understanding between you and the locals. So, for example, if for whatever reason you get invited to a wedding, without being pathetic, you can say, "Oh, this is so nice, but in my country, we don't do it like this. We do it like that." You know, because if you're not nice enough, people think, "Oh, this guy is arrogant. This guy is stupid. Oh, in my country, people don't drink. People dance." You know, you can find the polite way to express yourself. So, oh, it's so nice the way you guys do it here. In my country, we do it different, but we do it this way.
Mhm.
So it is important that you share your own culture outside your country, but you have to find the right words to sound without being criticized, without
Mhm.
criticizing local culture, Respect personal space. I put this because I found it so important. Respect personal space and cultural norms regarding physical contact. In some cultures, people might be more comfortable with those proximity, while in others, personal space is valued. So, what does this mean? It means that countries have different ways to measure your private distance. So, for example, some people, I'm gonna give you another example. When I was living in England, people don't tend to touch so much. People don't shake hands as much as people do here in Latin America. So when I came back, people were shaking my hand very often. And after being so long without having a handshake, without having a being hug, without having to be touched, I felt uncomfortable because we get used to things so easily. So if you're so used to hug people, touch, hold their hands, touch their hair, where you're going, it might not be the same, and you might not it might not come out nice. You just say, "Oh, this guy is touching me all the time." We also have to understand that, for example, in Europe, they have faced important illness like virus, like Spanish virus, and so many other ways how they people die for hundreds of centuries ago. So they're not so used to physical contact. People in Asia, for example, they don't kiss like we do. It's Latin American people, we like to touch a lot, we like to kiss a lot, and this might not come out good in other countries. So before we go to another country, it is always good to research of their distance between each other, because some people like talking face to face like this, some people want to have their space, and if you don't know this, it might not look good. So it's always important to find out about private people's distance, and of course it's important to respect that. Benigno, are you there?
Yes.
Have you had any experience like that where somebody maybe come too close to you and you might not feel very comfortable about it?
No, teacher, I don't have any experience. I
Because
I, I think I think that the people in England, Germany, and France, they for me they are the people very cool.
okay,
Eh, no,
that's
no,
nice.
no, no, we are expressive.
Expressful.
Every day, yeah, every day I smile. Anything. The people in England, in my mind, is road for me.
That's okay. That's okay. Um, Marlene, do you have any experience where you might end up feeling not very comfortable about people's
No,
proximity?
I feel comfortable, but I smile because here only we kiss once in the cheek is here. And when I went to France in
Uh-huh.
Paris, it's double one and one. I say, oh my God, I do.
Okay.
I don't accustom for that. I say, oh, it's one more. Yes.
Yes, yes, I know exactly how you feel. What about you, Alina? Have you have any experience where people maybe came too close to you, or you not feel comfortable about people's proximity?
Well, the same as Marilyn. I went in Spain.
Uh huh.
They give you two kisses. They give you
Yes.
two kisses. So when I have been with Spanish people, I give a kiss, and they expected to give that I give them the second kiss, and it was a very funny moment.
Okay. Okay. It's true. It's
Yes,
true. Okay.
yes,
Well, I appreciate everybody joining us today. My time is up because I have many things still to do tonight. I hope I can see you next week, and this is all for today. Thank you very much,
yes.
everybody.
Thank you,
Thank
I
thank you,
you,
will.
thank
teacher. We
Thank
enjoyed
you
too
so much.
much. Thank you.
you. Yes,
Yeah, 2 months. I will see you next Friday with a new topic. I hope you have a great time and have a good
thank you.
weekend. Okay.
You
Okay,
Same
too.
to you.
Bye.
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.